All right, welcome to Lizards and Locations. We are super excited to give you guys episode 6 of Strixhaven Syllabus of Shenanigans. With that being said, does anybody have any announcements?
I do. If you're wondering why all of us look irritated or pouty, it's because John just cucked us for the last 5 minutes. That's all.
I mean, that happens essentially every time. Like, at least the past 2 times we've done Syllabus of Shenanigans. It's like, hey, we started, but we're not starting. But we could, but we're not going.
Did I hit it? I don't know.
You tell me.
Yeah. Anyway, that's an announcement.
No. Any other announcements we got going on?
Check us out on Medias.
It's
Medias.
Sub-Saturday, so we've thanked all our new followers, and so, next week, if you're a new follower, we'll thank you too.
Sub-Sunday, but yeah.
Except that
That's
it's
a
not
fair point,
Sunday. It's
Sub-Sunday.
It's Sunday now, but it's not Sunday now.
That's true.
It's
We're
now, but
recording.
not now.
But not now. When will now...
Be now.
When will
Tuesday.
then be now?
Soon.
How many
Probably.
Tuesdays?
That's all.
I always drink my coffee when I look at the radar.
No, sir, we call it Mr. Coffee.
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes. Hey! Check out the intro. Previously on LNL, our students began their 4th day, and where you guys went to your classes, meeting with some of your teachers, your friends, your classmates. You even went to the big blue house of the Professor Ruxa. Happens to be a bear. Our lovely wizard Astra borrowed a magical portrait of sorts. A very wonderful being Fesnia, who liked to argue or feud with his past wife Cynthia.
It's a very standard old man is bored, yells at cloud standard character. So
The party did some homework. You were ready to take on the next section of your classes. You even went to, on day 5 that is, you went to magical physiologies and you found out that Professor Rhoda Lang, her griffins have been sick. You were supposed to go for a ride. The griffins being Sephara and Ms. Nina, sorry. They were both sick and they needed some kind of ingredients to make different potions to try and help them. It seems like almost some type of poison going on. So your lab, you have been assigned to go to the Sedgemoor over in Witherbloom's campus and find some ingredients from a list. We even ended the session later on with, towards the end of the day, a scrimmage battle, if you will, of Mage Tower between our students of 2 different teams, kind of mixed captains. One captain was Vassie, and the other one was Shazu. Shazu's first pick was Astra, and that was immediately kind of a big kind of tension point there.
Controversy.
Yes. The teams were split though, and a battle went on, which for the most part, but our main party here, did very, very well throughout the fight. The team that won in the end was Astra with Shazu, although it was very, very close. It came down to 1-on-1, I'm pretty sure, between, was it Astra and Cotton? Right? Yeah. So it was a pretty close fight for sure.
Mhm.
With that being said, we end this session, or we ended that session with that, and we begin this session with Farah rushing over to compete for the second chair of flute. So that being said, you make your way over to the rose stage, in which there you see the orchestra, the band setting up on the stage, and there stands Zephi, staff in hand, looks over to you. Oh, come on, girl, come on. Let's get you on. You're up next.
Whew, okay.
So, you two stand. Let's make you look at each other while you do this. A little more terrifying.
Fairy's going to just like kind of do the little spinny thing she does with her flute and just kind of like put it up there and like just like she just got done getting like knocked out in in Mage Tower, and so she's just like, this is to the devil.
Oh my god, is that blood?
So she's like wipes it. Just like, no, I wasn't doing crazy things. I'm here to play.
Looks like she's been practicing all day. All right, let's get the embouchure warmed up and let's go. So, you're going to have a performance battle with a gnome looking at you, and she's got her flute, comes out, beautiful platinum case, pulls it open, grabs the flute.
Fairy's gonna just be like, oh my god, I love that.
It was very expensive.
I believe it.
All right, performance check.
Oh, wait, I need to actually pull up my performance. Uh, 10.
Seven.
Oh, no!
We got some high rollers today, boys.
Oh my god, this is for second chair?
So you start playing and you're going through everything, and all of a sudden, it's not your best. You're still pretty exhausted. You can
maybe if you held the flute correctly, you might play better.
Oh, that's fair. But you're going through this, and as you're playing, there's a moment where you can hear yourself breathing, like you're not taking your appropriate rest, and then all of a sudden, from the person next to you, roll another one.
Whoa. 18.
19.
Oh.
Neck and neck.
This time, breathing, you control it. You're going through, everything's looking better, and then all of a sudden, you shift, and you go into minor key.
Wrong note.
At this point, the gnome does like a little twirl, and as she's twirling, like Lindsay, what is her name? Sterling, right?
Oh.
Like dancing as she plays, she starts taking the spotlight, moving closer to you. Here you go. This one's for everything.
Everything.
Either succeed or you die.
$17.
As you're playing, you take the minor key and you go with it. You shift everything to minor key. And then, at the last possible moment, as you're about to take your solo and take over this whole thing, she does a backflip.
What?
While playing, twirls, shifts into minor key with you, plays fortissimo over top of you.
She rolled a 20 or some shit.
He rolled a natural.
Damn it! Brutal!
Rough.
Do I still get one more roll?
No, that was it.
No, because it was you guys became tied, and then the next one
she
plus
tied
2.
me?
2 out of 3.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I beat her slightly.
Yeah.
It was 10-7, 19-18, and I assume
Natural 20.
like infinite then, and versus whatever you got.
So, at this point, he goes, second chair is no joke. Farah, freshman on third chair. You did good. You did real good. However, you still got some learning to do.
I'm willing to admit when I'm beat.
If
Well
you
played.
If you can do what she did and incorporate dance into what you do, man, oh man, you'll be on fire.
Dancing? What?
Huh?
Hello?
That first roll reminded me of the time we did it wasn't a play test, it was like an impromptu. Wait a minute, how come I can't hear trumpets at this feature in 7th grade? And she went down the line from first all the way down, like this 12 trumpet ensemble. And it was like, couldn't play it. And then she got to 10th chair, which happened to be my friend. And she was the only one that was able to play it. And she was like, why aren't you chair testing? But yeah, that was what that reminded me of.
I'll bring the flair next time.
Well, we do chair tests every semester. So
Well.
you got more chances.
I mean, third chair for
I-
first go is not terrible.
That's pretty good.
Actually,
That's
pretty
pretty
good.
good.
I mean, when Kat and I were in high school, just being a freshman in the symphonic band was something. There was
Yeah.
only ever one every year.
Yeah.
After the playing test happens and the fighting for your chair, you a little bummed out. But you do have a great time watching the other chair tests. People playing sax and a percussion test between 2 dueling timpanists.
Oh my god, that sounds fucking awesome.
The highlight of the night was 2 pianists going against each other. And they're just I mean, going through everything one-handed, throwing in deep, powerful chords from the low octave, just fully showing off their musical repertoire.
Not to throw a wrench in your fantasy, but where does a piano go? And why are there 2?
Why wouldn't there be?
It's a
And
stage.
magic.
You can literally just conjure a piano.
Oh, yeah. Have you never seen
Pocket
it?
piano and then enlarge.
But no, I mean no.
Wait,
I mean,
what? A
no.
piano is...
No, like how does it fit into show band, and then how come we need 2 of them?
Have you never
Because
seen synth
magic.
players?
He's not saying grand piano, but
Yeah.
he should be.
Yeah, you're thinking of like a massive piano.
You
Like
should be thinking of a grand piano because you just pull it out and enlarge it. It's great.
Well, first of all, show band has their jazz section, they have their marching section, they have their orchestra section. And I've seen grand pianos and orchestras and
Oh, yeah.
jazz.
I've
Well,
only
he
ever
was
seen
thinking marching band, not
Oh.
orchestra.
all
Yeah.
that too, but also, even if, why would they chair test pianos?
Because they want to.
Oh, it's not who gets to be what chair, it's who gets to be.
Oh.
No.
pianist.
Okay. Okay.
It's a
okay,
it-
that
it's
answers
a
my question.
chair that there's one chair.
Yeah, it's like
There's
no,
a
seriously,
single
it's
chair.
like who's gonna have 2 sets of timpanis? That's expensive.
Listen, I was willing to throw away my disbelief for
Yeah.
2 timpanis. I was not willing to suspend my belief for
2
I'm
pianos.
willing to
Unacceptable.
suspend my belief.
There-
Magic does so many.
there is
amazing
only one.
things.
But the other part of it too is just like if you ever done a jazz audition, like the drum set person, there's only one drum set person,
Yeah.
so they have to do it for it. There are sometimes 2 synth players in jazz, but that's a different story.
We
Just like
didn't
this.
have a jazz band, so I wouldn't know.
Andrew's like, what?
I was not a band nerd in high school. I was the other 8 types of nerd.
And also football.
And football.
And also football. And hockey.
The night after that, I don't think anybody has any more extracurriculars, correct?
Not today.
Until
Double
day
check
4.
here. This is day 5.
5.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is my big day.
Nope, just Mage Tower.
Shoban was the last one, I think. Yep. Okay. With that being said, you make your way back eventually to your dorm. What do you guys do? Do you guys
I have
go
a
to bed?
question.
Yeah.
I know I'm supposed to kind of report to Mavinda Sharpbeak about my tutoring things. I need to do 2 a week. I've done, I think, 4 so far.
Mhm.
Is it just assumed that I report to her at some point and do that, or is
Within the week, you should. Yeah, within a 10 day. So it could be during
Well,
the weekend.
my question is, do you want me to roleplay that, or do you want me to just assume that it happens?
You can just tell me you go to talk to
Okay,
her.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, it's kind of like so in my experience, there's a like a TA program that you can get into, and you get a sheet that signs off by the person that
Right.
you work with.
Mhm.
So you just turn in that. Hey, here's my proof.
You just get the other person to sign it, I
Yep.
suppose. Okay. Makes sense.
So guys, I have this funny tea that I would like to try. So Professor Willowdusk gave me some bark, right? And it's very important because it's his
Who?
Willowdusk.
Well, this is
It's you said male.
Mhm.
It's his grandfather's bark. So super sweet of them to like let me try some. And so we're gonna make some tea, and if anybody else wants to have some.
I have filled the sink in the kitchenette with ice water and I'm laying in it.
I will fill it up in the bathroom and then bring it out and warm it up and brew the bark tea.
Astra's kind of horrified that you have like the bark of a person and are brewing it. She's kind of like,
maybe
what the fuck?
with some juniper berries and some lavender just to keep it nice and calm mixed with the bark of the honorific gentleman.
Oh, sorry. She, by the way. Just so you know.
Wow, you
Yeah,
lied
that's
to
me.
me.
I think it's funny because like Astra is like, what? And Vati's like, looks at Astra. Astra's confused. Oh God.
So if anybody else would like to honor this lovely gentleman with me,
If it's for honor, I suppose. She'll just very, very tentatively like smell it.
it smells like juniper berries and
Yeah,
lavender.
yeah. That's fair. Yeah, she'll drink it.
Is it good?
What does it do? How fucked up am I?
I make grabby hands. And I also drink it. I don't hesitate much.
It is quite literally just tea, yeah.
Like, Astra is sitting there waiting for something like wild to happen.
I mean, it's tea made from the bark of a treant, but I think it's just tea.
is it
it's
a
strong.
willow treant?
It is willow. Yeah.
Okay, so it's got aspirin in it at least.
I mean, it's
It's
soothing.
actually probably nice.
It's soothing, strong, and it has a very strong earthy taste to it
Mhm.
because of the aged bark.
I mean, it's okay. It's like loosen your muscles a little bit. That's nice after what we all just went through. It's like, oh, thank you, and then she'll continue to drink it. I don't think she has any more. I don't think we have any more school or homework to do.
No, you guys did your homework for this one.
And right now it is evening 3, I suppose.
Yep, evening 3.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just ice bathing.
Yeah.
So Pharaoh was like kind of coming back from like after Shoban kind of rolls out and stuff. Pharaoh, took. Wait, was Shoban's in Central Campus?
Shoban, it happens in the row stage.
The Rose stage.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm traveling back on a horse carriage, right?
Mhm.
So Pharaoh's thinking to herself like,
It's an 8 course, but yeah, it's cool.
she's like, I always thought I was the best, and she's like looking at her instrument, and she's like, I know this flute's the best, which means I'm not. And so she's like pondering that. She's like kind of like, thinking about that, and she's kind of like asking Malil like, why did you choose me if I wasn't the best at this? Kind of like thinking about that.
Yeah.
You need to do long tones.
And so she's kind of having like this little
Yeah,
existential moment.
Absolutely, yeah.
I don't think there's anything else we really need to do for the day. Probably go to the next one.
Okay, good. as you guys,
Unless you wanted to confide in cotton candy before bed.
do you or do you stay quiet about it? Do you tell what happened, or do you?
I mean, for now, I think Farrah will like kind of come back in, and she'll be like, kind of like, oh, you know, I didn't quite make it, and that's fine, and you know, she'll have like a bit of the juice or whatever, and.
Oh, but you're so amazing anyway. You should try this tea because it's very calming and
Comes
soothing.
in, tries the hot leaf juice.
Sees juice. Cotton Candy's like, yeah! And Farrah's like, yeah!
Cute.
Has it. Doesn't even ask what it is. Even though Cotton Candy's always explaining what it is.
So there was lavender, and there was juniper berries, and there's some
Already
bark
drinking
from
it.
a little grandmother, and that's willow bark, so you know, nice and soothing.
Yeah, I think an early night is what Astra's gonna go for, especially after Mage Tower and Fighty.
Okay.
I brewed it at 250 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 minutes.
Is that appropriate? I have no idea what that means.
But then I like to let the leaves settle in the bottom.
Oh, to kind of marinate it a little bit.
Just so it gets stronger and stronger as you drink it.
Okay.
I don't fall asleep in my ice bath.
Good.
It's hard
But-
to fall asleep in an ice bath.
Is there a butt coming there, or
I
okay?
just wanted to make sure.
Make sure that I didn't wake up
It's
with my
hard.
toes frostbitten.
Yeah.
It's hard to
As
fall asleep in an
as you
ice
guys
bath.
fall asleep, Cotton, are you in Farrah's room?
Yes.
You're sleeping, and there's this nothing coming to your dream. There's no color. It's just black. And then you hear a voice, smooth, soft. Monka, how are you?
I'm doing pretty well because like Mr. Light is letting me go to school and not have to stay at the carnival, and I miss the carnival, which is terrible, but I also really, really like it here, and I'm with my bestie, which is pretty awesome, and then with these other two people, which is also pretty awesome. And
Your classes, how are they?
well, they're going okay. I'm not great at the homework, which is kind of sad, but I'm trying to make new skills, which I guess is why I'm not doing so well, because I'm not good at those things. I would like to be better at the healing. No, not to like, not for myself or anything. I just kind of want to help people and not have to lose anyone else.
Who have you lost, Monka?
Oh, Sukarek, father, he was old, I suppose. That's what everybody tells me, that there wasn't really anything that I could do. But I feel like there probably was.
Death comes to us all.
That is true,
But what is dead is not always dead. You know this.
Mhm.
Do you miss Suke?
I miss Sukarek so much. He's so important to me, Probably the most important.
I want you to understand something. You have been chosen by me, to live into two different planes. But with that choice, by me, you represent everything I stand for. You must get into it alone.
That is kind of the goal, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job. The dean seems to be really interested in me. He says I smell good. Which is a
dean?
strange statement.
You speak of Valentine?
Yes.
Hmm. He is similar to you.
Yes, he's undead. He's a vampire. Think I know that?
He is, yes. What does he say about me?
Not a lot. He's not very specific. Just that like there's a smell to me, but it's not like I'm dead, which is very odd, apparently.
And that is all? Nothing else?
No, not a lot. I'm really trying to get him to talk to me, you know, but it doesn't really want to.
You feel a hand on your shoulder. He will help you, guide you to your goal. I will speak to him.
I mean, I can keep talking with him if that is better. I'm not really sure.
Yeah. We shall both try.
Okay.
It would be disadvantageous for you not to meet in Witherbloom.
I will try super hard and make you very, very proud of me.
Very well. So next we meet, Munka.
I hope it's very soon.
And you feel the hand wisp away.
Bye.
What?
You guys.
You know
Nothing.
what?
Warlocks, bro.
What?
You wake on day 6. Any things we need to know about?
Oh my
your
god,
morning
Tara, I
routines?
had the weirdest dream last night. Somebody was like there with me in the dark and it was super strange.
What?
I know, right?
Who was there?
I am not sure exactly because she's always very, very vague about it, right? But there was like a hand and she's all getting to Witherbloom.
There's a hand?
There was a hand.
Hot.
And then there wasn't a hand anymore, it just disappeared.
So you have to get into Witherbloom?
Apparently.
What happens if you don't?
Again, very not specific.
This is all very...
So many people are so vague. Valentine, Willow Dusk,
This
the dream
hand.
person.
Are we just gonna refer to them as dream person?
Well, we could call them like Handy, but that's just weird.
Wow.
I don't know if we should call them handy.
What are you two guys fucking talking about?
Oh, I assumed we weren't here.
Nothing.
Yeah, sure, nothing.
Vassy up against the door. Hey, wake up.
Yeah.
Hey! Hey!
Hey, you guys want to come on a run? I hear you're awake.
Do we want to go on a run?
I don't know if she'll let us go without doing one.
No, we're sleeping.
Okay.
You can smell Astra cooking pancakes in the background.
Not
as well.
just smell Astra. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
That just smells good.
Yeah, she would smell very nice.
I wasn't
but
sure if you
no.
just did your run or not, so.
No,
Okay.
This is before we're doing the run.
Okay.
We're carbo loading essentially
Carl loading.
with pancakes.
She'll totally leave us the leftovers. We don't need to go out now.
Yeah.
Astra was sure that the smell of maple syrup would get those two out of bed.
It almost worked.
Wanted to run.
But it was the threat of a run.
Yep.
Maple syrup, physical exertion.
That's where we went wrong.
Farrah's not a runner. She can move very fast, she's not a runner.
It's fine. Alright, well, that's fine. Well, Astra and Vassy will go do their morning.
Do your athletics check, see how our run goes.
First roll of the night.
For what? For what?
Natural 20.
You beat me up.
No
Athletic.
way, really? Oh
Yeah.
damn, that's crazy.
Damn, I keep, like, I'm the athlete and I keep getting whooped by my nerd sister.
Yup.
It's because I taught you so damn well.
Would you roll to 7?
17.
17.
I
Okay.
had to look up the...
You're going through your run.
mean, technically, I only got a 19 if we're not doing the natural 20, but we are.
That's fine. I was just curious what it was.
Yep.
To see how distant it was. But you're going through your run, and you are sprinting your ass off, Vassy. You're going. No matter what you do, you can't catch up. It's like you're so happy that you got to do some kind of duel yesterday, but your sister beat you. Shaozu beat you, and it's kind of in your head. And Astra, you feel light as a feather.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have this sense of like, I'm not even on the Mage Tower team.
Mm-hmm.
And it came down to me and Cotton.
Yeah.
Like, damn, I really am strong. I really am.
I'm feeling really good going into my
Like,
duel
whatever
club.
she
Yeah. And
that Astra
she
has.
already has
which is a
quite
lot,
a bit,
right?
yeah.
It's going through the roof.
Yeah.
And Vassy, the nice tempered, the one who's so supportive of you, kind of going through a little existential crisis. And I guess both of you guys are kind of going your own existential thing that you are supposed to be the best at. You got beat,
She was literally chosen by a god.
Yeah. So
Not so much me. I've just worked my entire life for you, and everything else.
but it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like, oh my gosh, I hate my life. It's like, what do I have to do to freaking win? Like, what do I have to do to beat her? To beat her sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It's just,
It was enough when she was smarter than me, but I was the strong one. Now this is getting a little bit.
yeah.
It's getting a little bit unfair. The balance is off. I
Life
can't be
needs things to
stupid
live.
and not strong. I want to punch a wall.
Fair.
Eventually, you catch up decently. And it's not a crazy distance between you two, but it's enough to be like, man, I was sprinting. Like, I was going all out. Like, I thought I was at least. But you catch up. Winded, both of you.
Mm-hmm.
Ready to go to your classes, ready to go back, change, do what you gotta do, freshen up.
Astra, who's not entirely, like, probably in her own head with, like, the hell yeah, not
Yeah.
quite reading Vassy's, like, fuck. It's like when she sees, like, she, like, puts a high five. She's like, yeah.
Almost misses it. Oh. Good one, sis.
Good run. And yeah, we're going to go back and take a shower.
Okay.
It's not my sister's fault.
Astra makes some pretty good pancakes because we're eating the leftover pancakes. Isn't like it's pretty cool. Very nice of her to leave us the leftovers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
very nice.
She definitely made enough for everybody.
Eating prospect.
It's
So-
only leftovers in the most literal sense because you like waited for
Yeah.
the door to close
Yeah.
and you locked the latch and you came out.
And my hair is definitely like darker than it usually is, and the tattoo of little candies overlapping on my heart is like darker and more prominent today.
Wait, what's more fun? Sorry.
The candy heart tattoo.
We're going to, as you guys go to your classes,
Should really show.
day 6, we're going to kind of, you go to your classes, nothing out of the ordinary, things you would typically expect from the second day of classes, not really throwing you into the deep end yet, right? Mainly asking how the homework assignments were going, those kind of things.
That's what I was going to say, because I have the portrait.
Mm-hmm.
I
You
have
want to,
all-
yeah. You want to bring it in the next day?
Mm-hmm.
So you come in with the portrait of Fesnia, right?
Stephanie Kviznia.
Yeah, and you go up to Professor Ruxa. Oh, hello. You've already finished, I see.
Yeah, best to get a head start on things.
You're the only one so far.
I saw a couple other people at the house.
They didn't give anything.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, they brought books, but I was looking for more magical
Mhm.
effects.
I've also got my sword, but you can't have that one.
As you pull out Fesnia.
Mhm.
Oh, great. I'm back. Folk. Oh, there's Cynthia.
Is Cynthia right here?
Huh? Yeah, Cynthia's on the wall. Yeah. I see you've stayed where you are, Cynthia. No one even wanted to take you, huh?
I stay where I'm supposed to stay, you old crotchety.
I got to see a damn battle. What have you seen? No one's pants, that's for sure.
I've seen you wither away year after year.
It's not my fault, it's the age.
It's kind of funny, actually.
Just because they hang lower doesn't mean anything. You just need to stop calling me Jingle Jangle.
Okay. So yeah, Asher just hands Rex to the painting like, here you go.
Get it away from me.
I'm out of here.
Ruxa looks at it. Oh, Vesnia. You, crotchety as always. Thank you. He kind of like hands it back where it is. And he's like, I really should move you out of the study.
And that's history, magic, and arts.
Yep.
I've got like a 82 in that class with all that, so I'm pretty much done with that now.
So, how do you like my house, by the way?
Is that your house?
Yes, it is, yes.
It's very lively.
Oh, it's, I like it. It's, relaxing. Except for the Vesnia part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes more sense now.
Cynthia's much better when Vesnia's not here.
I'll take your word for it. They definitely seem like a volatile pairing.
Ah, they are. Well, they are.
Yeah. Anyway, class, bam, learn stuff about history and art.
You were just saying that as an aside to Astra. It wasn't like in front of anybody else.
Well, who else is in history, magic, and art?
Like perhaps a gnome.
Huh?
A certain gnome.
Yeah.
A volatile. Oh, a volatile pairing, huh? That's quite interesting. That's very interesting that we have a volatile pairing in your house, not in your classroom, right?
Well, let's get class started, shall we?
Farrah is in that class.
This is which class?
History of magic and art.
Oh, am I really?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you're in that class with me.
Whoops.
And also Thorhan, Greta, and Grayson. Those are the people that we know anyway. I'm sure there are other people.
I had actually forgotten I was in this class. I was with. Oh, I thought that was
This is magic.
I thought that was the one with. You were talking about Ruxa.
It is Ruxa.
Yeah, I don't have.
You don't have basic magical auras?
No, I don't know.
It's not basic magical words. It's history, magic, and art, isn't it?
That's our.
No, that's
No.
Arts, Arc, and
No,
Mixes.
that's Archimixes. Yeah.
Oh.
No,
Wait.
Menexies.
Yeah.
You're in the class with Ruxa.
Mm-hmm.
And I was
House.
pulling back my gnome character.
Oh yeah,
list.
you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
You're
This is with Tulana, Shuvardi, and Rosie.
Mhm.
My bad. Sorry about that.
Yep.
I just thought because I had the portrait, like magic and art, that makes perfect sense.
Oh yeah, no. Basic magical auras. So the
Okay, so that means that I wouldn't be giving the portrait to Ruxa. I would give the portrait to
Arkin.
Arkin.
Yeah.
My bad. Sorry. Anyway, in that case, disregard everything we just said.
well, we can also say that. Don't you go to history, magic, art first?
Yeah, history, magical art is first. And then
Yeah. So
basic
you
magical
could have shown it to Arkin and then gave it back to Ruxa because it belongs to Ruxa.
art. Yes. Well, basically.
That's what I assumed you were doing.
Well, no, because that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, that's what I assumed. That's why Ruxa took it, was because you've already had the class of Arkin where you showed that you found a magical item.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, Ruxa's request was to get books
Right.
from his class.
And which I do also have.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, he's essentially just taking thank you for my portrait back.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Other than that, you guys go to your classes. Anybody else have something that they need to do?
I mean, for the labs and stuff.
No, we're not not labs yet.
This is day 6.
Oh, day 6. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my next question is what do you guys want? Do you guys want to meet up for lunch,
Mhm.
or are you guys gonna go straight to your extracurricular stuff?
Well, I just have history, magical art, and then complementary words.
Yeah. I've got STEM and complimentary words.
Yeah, pretty much nothing out of the ordinary class-wise. Day 6.
Okay.
Nothing sticks out.
exploration, and Voice of the Tempest.
Yeah, we probably meet up for lunch and have like a lunch or something.
Asher's already at the Biblioplex because both of her classes are
Cool.
there, so she's just waiting for everybody to get there before she goes into Starbucks to get the sandwich of the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys go to Starbucks, and there you see Isla.
Oh, I'm supposed to invite people to something.
I thought that was fighting yesterday.
No, another thing.
More things.
Pyromancy Lab. I'm supposed to invite everybody to Pyromancy Lab because it's just a campfire.
When is that?
So if you guys come to Pyromancy Lab with me, apparently there's a campfire and there's food and there's yummy stuff, and it's on day 7, evening 4.
Oh.
Oh no, I have to go and hang out with Valentine.
We're gonna be hanging out with Valentine, which I assume will be very
He's kind of weird, but very important.
interesting.
Which one is this again? In
The-
character, I don't.
The
The vampire.
I think he's kind of into Farah.
I hope he's not.
Gross.
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 Well,
I'll go to the campfire. That sounds like fun.
yay!
If we get done early, we will absolutely show up because, like, good food and things, yeah.
And if you can't, I'll bring you home something.
Thank you.
That's all I got, really.
And then we walk into
Alright,
Starbucks.
first... Okay, you go to Starbucks?
Sure.
Okay, so as you get to Starbucks, Isla looks at you. Oh, hello, how you guys doing?
Oh my god, so good. How are you doing?
This is the 6th day in a row.
Yes.
We're very consistent, apparently.
This is really cool. Like, really,
To be fair,
really, really cool.
you're like the only place here that has food.
Well, there's like, you know, like, yeah.
Damn it, I thought she was going to tell us other places. I was going to write it down.
Is there anybody else in Starbucks right now? Like any other like NPCs that we've like, you know, ran into that are also at
There's
Starbucks?
most of the, there's a lot of people. Right? There's tons of people.
It's
Yeah.
essentially the cafeteria.
Yeah. I just figured like there might be some.
Yeah, there's a bunch of the upperclassmen. So you see them in their different colored robes, right? But a lot of the first years are there too. Like Ragdor's there, Thorhan's there, Shazu's there, Grayson's there, Quintilius. Like,
Grayson's there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really? He's not a
Fire
fire
troll.
He doesn't just not eat.
He doesn't subsist entirely on
And it's not like
smarminess.
Isla like makes you eat there too. You can get stuff to go, but like
Right.
Yeah.
What's the sandwich of the day, my friend?
Well, what I have prepared for you guys is I had a lot more dragon breath peppers, so I just made a bunch of more dragon breath pepper sandwiches.
Hell yeah.
Hell yes.
That is amazing.
Takes a dragon breath pepper
Thank you.
sandwich away from her.
You look really pretty today.
Oh my goodness, so do you.
Yeah, I was like, nothing.
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
Is it good?
It's delicious.
Awesome.
As always. My favorite.
Yum 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 yum
Okay,
yum yum.
good.
Do you have any honey?
Yes.
Oh, can I have some too on my sandwich?
Absolutely. And she's like moving stuff out of the way. Here you go.
Yeah, and I put it on my sandwich.
Yay!
It's so
Is it good?
delicious.
Oh, great. That's awesome.
Clears the sinuses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fairy's just leaking, and she's like,
It can be a little spicy. Yeah, I
It's
like
a
it though.
little
Really good for the sinus.
Don't touch your eyes.
Yeah, don't touch your eyes.
"Oh god."
Mage hand, here you go.
One of these days, one of us.
I'm
will
usually
bring
more
farm turkey.
composed.
So you guys aren't like
We
going to
cannot-
Opus Walk
we
at all
cannot.
anytime soon, right?
Hmm?
You guys aren't like going to Opus Walk anytime soon, right?
We could if you wanted us to.
No. I just wanted to make sure you guys aren't going.
Oh, what's going on?
Why?
Or we wouldn't see anybody. I mean, you wouldn't see some. You wouldn't. You're not going, right?
What are we going to?
Well, now I feel like I need to. Why?
I'm going to Opus Walk tomorrow.
Okay. But you won't be in the Fury Gale area.
Tomorrow.
Okay. What time? Roughly, just.
Is this because you're going on your date?
No. No.
You,
You told me not to, so I'm totally not going on a date. You told me not
I mean,
to.
like, if you wanted to, we could, like, double date. Because
Wouldn't it be
having
weird?
No, because having more friends along is always better.
But what if they don't show?
Well, then you have friends.
But then it's not double date. It's just like a
Friends
tricycle.
hanging out, which is cool. Friends hanging out is cool, yes.
I like friends.
Just takes a bite of her sandwich.
Today I'm gonna tell you about friends.
Well, I'm totally not going anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's all good.
What time are you not going?
I was totally not going to go around, sometime in the evening.
Okay, what is the evening? Like evening 2?
Are you saying
6
like?
o'clock?
Oh, you're using like the schedule terms, huh?
Pretend I said 6 o'clock.
I don't know, like when the sun's getting ready to set. Around that time, I'm not going.
Okay. Then
That's
I will
around-
not be there too.
Yeah, I'm definitely not free at 8.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. Me too. Me either.
I guess we definitely won't see you there.
Not engaged.
That's what it definitely sounds like.
Yeah, we're definitely not going to be there at all.
Oh, cool.
At
That's
all. We're
same-
definitely not planning this right now.
Same here.
No plans.
Yeah, no plans.
No plans, no commitments.
Mm-mm.
I mean, my plans are I have class.
Don't even plan on that.
But wait, hold
No
on.
plans, no
No
commitments.
plans, no commitments.
I have to go to exploration.
Is it today or
101.
tomorrow that you're not going to be at the Fury Gale?
Tomorrow?
Okay.
Why?
I was just curious.
Oh, okay. I shouldn't go, right?
No, you should not go.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Unless you want to meet us there.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Totally not worried.
It's gonna be a very busy day tomorrow.
I'm
Oh,
officially
man.
confused, and I'm taking another bite of cereal.
I think we
All right. Our first extracurricular this is going to be Horticulture Club,
I get to go to Horticulture
Nice.
Club. It's very
which is in the book gardens
Yes.
over in the Biblioplex.
Why didn't you just call it Plant Club? It's so much easier to say. Gardening Club.
This horticulture sounds better.
Horticulture
It sounds
Club.
academic.
I know,
Sounds
it's so
academic.
difficult to say.
Because if you called it botany club, it would be the study of plants. But horticulture is like we're doing the planting.
That's a fair point. I go to Horticulture Club. Does anybody want to come and plant plants with me?
What time?
Like now?
No. What block?
Oh, like
Evening 1, so 4 o'clock.
it's like right now.
Okay.
Right this very second.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, yay!
Farrell's gonna go plant stuff. She's free.
Yeah, Esther's in the plants.
I bring my friends to Horticulture Club.
Awesome. All right. There you see, and as you guys go up to Biblioplex, and you see Dean Lisette, and she's standing there next to Uzmatok. Uzmatok is the orc / Yuan-Ti person.
Is he half orc? I keep thinking he's half troll for some
No,
reason.
he's half orc. Yeah.
I think it's because he
I always
described him
remembered-
as Toad.
Mm.
From
Yeah.
X-Men.
I always remembered half orc. I could never remember the half.
Auntie. That part I remember because he slithers as basically every single method of movement that he has without actually
So
slithering.
he's a big, beefy snake man.
He's not super big.
Oh, I just
No, he
assumed.
took on most of his characteristics actually for Yuan-Ti.
I'm the only beef
Greta.
in Greta.
Thoron.
So,
Thorin
Lisette
doesn't have beef.
is, if you guys remember, it's been a while since you guys seen Dean Lisette. She is a human. She's got like feathers all throughout her hair. She's got feathers on her shoulders. Really nice and trim. Darker skin, gloves going to her like elbow line, right? Blue, lots of blue. Loves blue and pink together. And when she looks at you guys entering. Hi, how are you all doing? Are you guys ready for Oh, you brought friends with
I
you.
did bring friends. Is that okay?
Oh yes, this is the first time we're meeting though. It's so exciting that you brought friends.
Yes, I really like to have my friends around because I feel like the more people that are there, the better it is, you know?
Absolutely, absolutely. We're so excited to get things started. We're a smaller club here, if anybody's ever interested in joining. We work closely with Witherbloom's college, as I am one of the deans. So I don't always see eye to eye with Valentine, my other dean. But we're excited to start some growing going on here and the preserving of nature and life. So we do a lot of projects all throughout the Sedgemoor.
1 second. Literally, he said that he's not beef. You can point to these Goliath source material all you want. John said he's a wizard and he doesn't have beef. Get it together, Arby's.
What?
They have to be.
I have the meats.
I'm so sorry.
Wait, Thorhan? Are you talking about Thorhan? What about him?
Thorhan.
Thorhan's a Goliath.
Yeah,
Large.
He's wizard.
yeah.
You said he
He's
wasn't
tall
beef.
and gangly, or
Oh, I thought you mentioned, you said
no, we
Uzmatok.
did.
Yeah.
Is
Oh,
is
okay.
Thorhan beefy?
Yeah, he's big.
He's big, but is he beefy?
Like, you mean like, just like thick?
Yeah.
No, he's not thick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what your requirements are for this. He's a gigantic person with big old muscles, literally this powerful build in the description of it, and you're like, nah, that doesn't count.
No, he's this lanky little wizard. We talked about this.
He's not, hold on, lanky and beefy are two different things.
He's just a normal ass looking Goliath.
When
Yeah.
I say beefy,
So
I mean-
beefy,
Who are you comparing it to?
Beefy to me is like Bautista.
yeah,
Okay? Lanky to me is like John Krasinski.
yeah,
He's like,
But like Office John Krasinski, or like
office drunk sense.
he's like Ryan Reynolds. Like, where he's like ripped, really good shape, like amazing shape, but not beefy.
No,
Because
yeah.
Ryan Reynolds is not beefy. He's not lanky. I would never describe Ryan Reynolds as lanky.
I would consider, if you compared Thorhan to everyone else, and not other Goliaths, he would be considered pretty fucking beef.
High school beef.
Well, he's over 7 feet tall.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's
so
a
does
large
he have like
boy.
a swimmer body or like a football body?
He has a baseball body.
Baseball
Okay.
body.
It's not beef.
It's not beefy.
Yeah.
All
Beef to me is like linebacker.
That's fine.
That's what I'm saying. I will concede to Greta. I will concede to me with the beef. I will give Ragdor the beef.
Raptor's beefy. Yeah.
You'll get
That's the
Ragnar
beef. I have the meats.
Oh, and Xanther's beefy.
Mm-hmm.
Xander's beef. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I have that here.
He's like that real jack cheerleader guy. You know what I mean? That like does all the lifting for everything.
I have sorcerer. I'm
He
just
is a
gonna
sorcerer.
write beef.
Anyway, sorry to derail.
No, you're good. Hey, you know, it's important to understand beef.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta know what kind of
You
beef.
gotta know
Listen.
what beef you're working
We
with.
got the meats.
We're in school here. Definitions are important. I'm so sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good. So Lisette is looking to you and she goes, so, what made you interested in joining Horticulture Club?
Well, I really like to grow plants, right? Especially things like button mushrooms or that stuff that grows on the rye.
Uzmatok goes, ooh, Mallard's leaf. I like Mallard's leaf.
Mallard's leaf is amazing.
Lisette goes, I've done that, yes. Mm-hmm.
There's the azure needle cactus. That's very, very good.
What do you like to use the plants for?
Well, I make
Uzmatak's
a
like,
lot.
drugs. I like drugs.
I like to make a lot of tea, and the tea does a lot of things.
The whole horticulture club is drug addicts.
I mean, there's two of them besides Lisette. They're the only two in the club.
No, we're
Yes,
not.
I'm being serious. It's literally just you and Uzmatok.
That's really funny.
The
But
fucking
I'm
meth
really-
club.
Breaking
About
Bad
some
Club.
more plants that I can turn into teas. Maybe some nice flowers that I can dry and then like steep into some water.
And ointments.
Ooh, you use your plants as ointments?
I like to rub one.
Ooh.
On my skin. My arm skin.
How
How does his skin look?
It's like green but scaly.
Okay, I didn't know if it
But
like
not dry because he uses ointments.
yeah, not
Important differentiations.
that's
I was just gonna roll. I'm like,
No,
oh, a
no.
new word.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the reason why I was asking
Fucking
was because I was like,
Shakespeare.
I like to put it on my skin, and then it's like poison ivy or something. It's like bumping, and I'm like, maybe you shouldn't.
So what works best to soothe your skin, and what plants do you use for that?
Oh, I make my own elixir.
Out of?
Many things.
Such as?
Brimberries.
Brimberry?
Brim.
Brimberry, sure. What is that good for?
It can be used to make Shantae's grace.
Sure.
Does
What does
anybody-
that do?
Would I know what that is?
You can make a nature check.
You know I'm gonna make a nature check.
Nature or arcana, either one.
Fine, I'll go ahead and make a nature check. Probably pretty bad at that.
First natural.
17.
Try.
16.
I'm gonna roll for funsies, even though I'm bad at all of this.
Oh. Are you though?
Yes.
But what does Shantae's grace do?
Would you roll?
16.
And
17.
Also a 17 with my -1.
You've heard of Shantae's blessing. You never heard of Shantae's grace before.
Okay.
From what you know about Shantae's blessing, both of you guys would know this. Would you roll this?
Also a 17.
So, okay, so all three of you, did you roll or no?
8.
Okay, yeah, so you three have heard of Shantae's blessing. It's usually made with these brim berries, also known as Elysium berries.
Nice.
And they usually take like a stalk of a water wisp, and they mix it all together. And what it does is it causes like a remove curse spell.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Shantae's grace is a more powerful form, so it must be something along the lines of a curse or something.
Makes sense that it would just be an improved quality of that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Which we can intuit.
Maybe you can.
You assume.
I can intuit.
That sounds pretty cool.
You say, "Hey, Vassie," into it, and her brain makes the dialogue noise.
What
I've
do I
even-
put into things?
I've even
Into
made
what?
I'm a brewer, and so I've made like Astral Nightcap, and I've made
Ooh.
Silver Shot.
Why do these sound really poisonous?
They're not poisonous. They're good.
Oh, good.
Well, Silver Shot can exhaust you.
Silver shot, and astral night,
Astral Nightcap. Yes.
cap.
I think like Astra isn't engaging in the conversation quite as much, but she is kind of like I assume there are plants around
Mhm.
that they are like ignoring for this conversation, I guess.
Oh, this is the
It's
book
start
card, so
of
yes.
the
Yeah.
club. Eventually, we'll get to the planting.
Well, Astra is just using Druidcraft to kind of like do horticulture, just like as like a just kind of
I'm digging holes.
kind of like fidgeting almost. Really.
He looks to all of you.
Did you guys get your assignment from Magical Physiologies?
I mean, yes.
You mean did we go there
Do
yet?
have
I know,
it
did you,
or what it is, that is
Did you
the
like
question.
get a list of things? I took it last year.
Oh, to find for the griffins in the bog.
Oh, we've had to help the Griffins back last year too.
Like they got sick last year too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's just weird.
They get
Suspicious.
sick a lot.
I mean, yeah, that's interesting.
What did it end up being?
Last year it was a poison.
Sure. Did you see them get better?
Mm-hmm. We collected Marshai. And there was something else.
He's gonna roll a history check, see if he can remember it.
There was a ingredient, like a pink flower. It was an ivy, Bitopian ivy. That was something we had to get to. We were the only group that succeeded.
Nice.
We put those two together, and we used some distilled water.
One group did have some success. They grabbed Elysian berries or brimberries.
That's very interesting. So, what do we do in this club besides be pretty amazing?
Well, and the set pipes up. Well, actually, we do a lot of what he's talking about. We make elixirs and such. So I'll teach you how to make different potions and such.
Ash was gonna say, if you named it Potion Club, you might have more people that come in, and she's like literally doing horticulture.
That suggestion's been made to me in the past. To me, the clubs are not about the effect. It's about how we get there.
The sharing and transfer of like life energies and things.
Yes, it's if we only see things as the use of them, then we're using them. But if we see it as a preservation of life and nature, well, it gives me a better hope for society.
Wait, do plants have feelings?
They do. When you talk to them.
I look at the nearest plant and I go, hello.
Hey! I fucking saw you here like 3 days ago. Maybe 4, I don't know. Time's not great when you're a plant.
What?
You don't remember me, the awakened shrub, huh? It was a part of your quest. You had to do it for your orientation. Nothing? Am I just standing here for nothing? I even gave you guys a gift.
Thank you.
No, yeah, thank you now, huh?
You're so pretty, Mr. Awakened.
Don't even, you really?
Yes,
Really?
you're very beautiful.
Oh, you're so infatuated
I'm
with me,
going
lady.
to pet his leaves because he needs to calm
That feels
down.
actually really
I
good.
know,
Thank
doesn't
you.
it, though?
See, this is how you get to one's heart. But don't take my heart. It's my roots. I need it to
You
survive.
have a heart?
It's complicated,
Everybody
lady.
has a heart.
It's an allegory, I believe.
Except maybe Grayson.
What's an allegory?
Exactly.
Grayson
A
might
Starmie
not.
is a Pokemon.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure we said thank you to the plant when he gave us the presents.
Why y'all just staring at me? What's up? Are you in the horticulture club?
I thought you lived in the Biblioplex.
We are in the Biblioplex.
Yeah, this is
Oh, I thought we
the
were
book
in-
garden of the Biblioplex. Yeah.
I
Where you
thought
guys
we
had
were
that?
Weatherbloom.
No.
Shows how much fast is paying attention.
Wait, where am I?
Digging a hole.
Are you in the horticulture club?
I am. and
I
I'm
know, I already knew the
very
answer, I was
excited
listening.
to like learn from you and from Dean Lisette.
That's right, because I'm the assistant professor of this.
I
Lisette
fully
looks
will
Press X
believe
to
that.
doubt.
Lisette looks at him and just goes, "Okay, you're really not a professor. Like, I respect your knowledge, but you're not.
But now, Mr. Awakened Shrub, if I take some of your leaves, with your permission, of course,
No.
and I
No.
brew them into a tea, what would they do? Would they be like calming, or would they give you like some energy, like caffeine?
Well, I hope they poison you, to be honest.
Well, that's very mean.
Well, you're trying to take my leaves.
No,
Can I have your
with
fingers? Huh?
permission.
No, seriously, can you give me your fingers? What if I make a tea out of those?
So out of
You see how you sound?
out
I
of
think it would taste like me.
out of character.
Like soup.
Can
Finger soup.
cotton candy?
Regrow
Regrow
fingers?
fingers?
No. You can change the shape of your fingers, not regrow.
I could give you some of the fingernail clippings. Maybe they would make a very interesting, probably bland tea.
No.
Crunchy.
Well, you don't eat the fingers. You make the tea.
First of all, I don't even drink tea, you assholes.
Well, I
Why
could
not?
pour it over your roots, and maybe it would be.
I don't
like
want tea.
invigorating.
There's this wonderful thing called water and manure. That's it.
Wonderful.
Oh.
This
Man,
is a real-
I can't believe no one wants to come to this club.
Uzma talks like,
Oh, I love him. He's amazing, isn't he?
He eats shit.
I mean, this poor shrub gets groomed every now and then.
"Oh,
right?
he's very well groomed." Yeah.
Yeah, so somebody cuts up his leaves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dean Lisette, who he has a rapport with.
I mean, I feel like if the shrub is awakened, it would have control over like its growth and
It could do its own
such.
thing if it wanted to.
Yeah.
You control the growth of your own hair?
No, but I'm not an awakened shrub.
You're an awakened being.
Also, yes, I get my hair cut.
Ooh,
You get your hair cut.
Andrew's awakened.
I am awakened.
Like the shrub would get his leaves cut.
I'm gonna go back to digging my hole.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
What are you doing over there?
I'm digging a hole.
Why?
It seemed like a good idea.
Are you putting a new plant there?
If they have one.
Okay, I would appreciate some corn.
Corn?
They're cool to talk to.
Corn talks?
God, lady. I
I
know nothing.
feel like we may actually have some seeds to put in there if we want to.
Okay.
So I'll put in a seed.
Okay. So you put in a seed.
Yeah, I druid crafted up.
Okay, cover it.
Furiously buried it.
That's not corn, is it?
I don't know. What is it?
That's a great question. I'm not really sure. It would be something that.
It's gonna be a fire fruit.
That's cool.
Um,
Don't have any corn, but hopefully.
does Druidcraft allow you to like actually do the can you grow it quickly or
I
not?
believe so. Let me look it up just to be super sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what it does.
Should be part of it.
I think so.
Druid craft.
So, Dean Lisette, what should we be doing right now besides introducing ourselves? Which I think we've done pretty well.
Well, we could maybe start by actually what your friend over here is. What was your name?
I'm Vesna Galora Nefertiti Wingcaller.
So what your friend over here is doing, we could start digging some holes and planting a number of things. Glimberries, brainberries. Looks like. Oh, are you doing a fire fruit? It looks like.
Yeah, it says you instantly make a flower blossom, a seed pod open, or a leaf bud bloom, which I assume means.
Yeah. So you see this. It has like a light, like a palish brown leaf with a deep green stem to it, and at the very end of it is just one single orange bulb, kind of like those the lamps that like float,
Sure.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's just beautiful. It's got like a weight to it, like, and it looks like it glows, kind of like Space Jam, the basketball, how it
Nice.
glue, like that kind of color. And it's just this one bulb that's kind of just pulsing.
So yeah, the Mr. Awakened Shrub, and she kind of like trails off because he doesn't know if it has a name or not. Asked for some corn. I don't have any corn, but I figured something would help, right? And so you're kind of like
It's
channeling.
nice. Fire fruit is very nice. It's one of the things that I appreciate that you were digging in its own plant space, by the way, because if that was to ever be disturbed, it could cause a fire. But
It could cause a fire.
It's okay. I'm kind of fireproof.
Yeah, but all of the trees in Mr. Awakened Shrub are not.
well, it's really impressive because they usually grow near volcanoes and hot springs, so it's really a rarity to see them here. I mean, it's in its own pot. I feel safe about it. It's not an explosion or anything. It's just it's a good fire starter. If you take the bulk.
Don't be prejudiced against the fire fruit. She's like very protective of it.
I wouldn't eat it, by the way.
No,
Slap.
I'm going to very specifically not go near the fire plant.
Well, I will give you some seeds, and maybe we can do some planting. So you spend the day planting.
I'm also gonna keep a packet of those seeds.
Okay. You have a packet of brainberries.
Sweet. Sure. But then we can spend the day doing some planting.
Yeah, blimberries, brainberries, and then also some Elysian berries as well.
So that was Blinn, Brain, and the Elysian berries, which are Bryn berries.
Yep, Elysium is another name for brinberry. The next extracurricular we have is who?
Probably me.
So Horticulture was in evening one. So we have two extracurriculars still, right? We have our dueling club that happens at the same time as our wrestling club. The wrastling. I guess I should start with the Mordecai's Dueling Club. You're in the Mage Arena in Central Campus.
Okay.
And then for Vassie, you're going to Strixhaven Stadium. So they're in two separate areas. But it's the same area that you go for Mage Tower for you. So, are you guys going with them to the places? You guys doing your own thing?
Do we want
Because
to
you guys
watch
were all in
them
the same
fight?
spot. Because you're coming from Horticulture Club and the Biblioplex.
I'm kind of interested in seeing some wrestling.
Sure, let's
Okay.
go watch people attack other people.
That's true of either one you're doing.
That seems to
Honestly.
be a theme here. I guess school's about attacking people.
It is when the wind colors are involved.
We're not
Facts.
used to that from the Feywild. Lots of things attack you there.
Fair, like
Very
having
true.
a full Vietnam moment, like thinking about some of the beasts of the Feywilds. It's just like, yeah.
Get down to the jungle.
Welcome to the jungle.
This is a lot better because at least you're consensually attacking each other.
True.
Or the current Faerun classic Welcome to the Feywild, as it's called.
Welcome to the Feywild.
Welcome to the Feywild.
It's definitely a lot softer and smooth.
That was pretty good.
You guys are going to the Wrastler side, though?
Sure.
When you guys, we'll go with our dueler first. First time going to your dueling club, excited. You make your way into this beautiful Strixhaven Stadium, and it's kind of like put it in words, it's one of those like European soccer stadiums. Like think like Barcelona Stadium, right?
Wow.
Really beautifully, amazing stands, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a stage lifted in the center of it.
Okay.
And the stage is like a catwalk that goes for like 50 feet on each side.
Okay.
All right. It's about 20 feet in width. So a little bit wider than a typical catwalk. Catwalk, obviously. But it's lifted up maybe 25 feet off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like 100 feet total, 20 feet wide, and then like a 25 lift up.
That's a big area.
Yeah, for sure. You see. Let me switch to my Astra spot. You see Thorhan. You see Grayson.
Of course.
And you see Shazu.
Of course.
There's another figure that you recognize.
Okay.
Pretty muscular, but kind of thin, right? A thin, muscular type. And you see Ragnar, Flintspeaker, Professor.
Okay.
Hello. Welcome to Mordekainen's Dueling Club. You are the 4 lucky ones who have chosen to join for this team, eh?
Hell yeah. I kicked these guys' ass yesterday. I'll do it again.
You already had a
minus
scrimmage?
Thorhan. He was on my team. We had a mage tower kind of duel.
Ah. So you had who on your team? You had Thorhan? Yeah.
I had Thorhan and Shazu on my team. And Grayson died.
Grayson just looks. Mm-hmm.
It wasn't me, man.
Right.
Well, I'm glad you guys already know each other. So let's get to today. I like to start things off with a little bit of a icebreaker. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
You guys need to get to know each other, duel, learn all the ins and the outs of dueling.
When you say duel, she draws her sword.
Oh, we're gonna be doing it all through magic.
And like her sword's gonna be like
Ooh,
energized.
Blade
like,
Singer.
mm-hmm.
Very wonderful to see. As long as it is an arcane weapon, then I'm okay. Good. Today we'll do no dueling. But I would like to see this. I would like to see what you know.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a spell book?
Ruffles out big, like it's with like leaves and ornate kind of like.
And Thoron pulls out his spell book as well.
So you are two wizards, hmm?
Correct.
And then, Grayson, what do you do?
Grayson's like, I'm a bard. That's all you need to know. And Shazu, he looks to Shazu.
Professor Jarvin spoke highly of you, Shazu.
A sorcerer, I hear. He just kind of nods.
All arcane, as to be expected. My question is, who do you think is the best here?
Again, all fought, won. So.
It's interesting you say that. Because you were on a team, were you not?
True enough.
With two of these people here.
Again, true enough.
Did you take everybody down by yourself?
No, I didn't. But that wasn't what was required at the time.
Would you like to?
Do you want me? Would I like to take all of these people down myself?
If we did a free-for-all.
Absolutely.
Next week.
Oh.
Let's see where we stand.
I might have to skip wrestling. Watch that.
Asher's just bouncing in place now.
For now, let's look at each other's spell books, understand, because knowing one's weaknesses and strengths makes it all that more fun.
Okay. Interesting. I suppose we could make it a bit more of a fair fight.
He pulls out his spell book.
Here's mine.
You gotta see it, gotta read it, gotta learn all the spells.
So he pulls out a book that is about yay thick. Not finished, but it kind of, the way it's organized, it's like things that they started learning, things they've picked up along the way, and then there's a copying section in which they've sorted into strategies, how to fight this type of person, how to fight this type of person.
Interesting.
So it's a mix between spell book and strategy, like a tactics book
Sure.
as well. And he just looks like,
That is one of my spell books.
Does Astrid see anything that she could glean off of it, or is it just a...
you can make a investigation check.
I'm pretty good at those. That's not a good roll, though. I rolled a 2 plus, I want to say 6.
Okay.
You're reading quantum physics.
Yeah. So that's an 8.
There's some extremely advanced spells.
Yeah,
like,
that makes sense.
Holy crap, advanced spells. The typical stuff you get, right?
Okay.
One that really catches your attention, Fireball. Right? And you're like, interesting. You know, you've heard of it. You know about it. You know?
Going by the way that Astra is going, she'll probably be like, oh yeah, Fireball, that sounds good. And then she's going to be really good at Lightning Bolt.
Yeah. But like, you looked at it like, oh, I like that one, but, you know. The one that...
she loves the idea of fire, and she's just really good at something else.
You're looking at the components and the casting rituals for not ritual, but like the process of handling
the somatic and vocal.
and the somatics of this is crazy. You're looking at chain lightning, and you're just like, whoa, this is strong. You know what I mean? Like, wow,
Absolutely.
this guy's impressive. You know, a lot of he's pretty well versed. It seems like it's not like particularly evocation or whatever. He's extremely like a one size fit all. Like he likes to learn everything. Jack of all trades kind of guy.
Sure. If you're a wizard, you might as well learn as much as you can. Really.
He after he lets you look at the stuff like that, and he goes,
Stick with me, yeah? And I will share these with you. I will teach you my spells. This is, my gift to you. However,
You have to drag Astra away from this.
let's keep this a little bit on the downside. The down low. Professors around here, I'm new and I don't always go by the book, right? some of these spells might be from the restricted. Yeah. So let's keep it.
No problems here.
He kind of takes his book back.
Yeah, she's still looking at it as she answers. Then it closes, and she's
And
gonna,
you see him
snap
like
out of it.
he puts a chain around it with a lock, and then he like touches it and it glows blue, and then it releases, and he kind of puts it back in his bag.
Okay.
Not hiding it. He's
Right.
100% showing, hey, this thing is protected. You know?
No, absolutely. You should protect it. It's a wizard spell book. It's very important.
From what you get from Thorhan,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of spells that deal with time manipulation.
Mm-hmm. Which I think we kind of saw
Talked about a little bit.
about.
Yeah, he's a chronergy type. So he's definitely into time, so it's a lot of quantum in that sense. They don't have spell books, but they talk, about things they can do.
Right.
Shazu is extremely shadow-based. So everything he does is kind of a dark twist to it.
And Witch Bolt.
Yeah, but that's a pretty typical sorcerer thing to
I
learn.
know. I'm just joshing because I got beat by a Witch Bolt.
And
Witch bolts.
when you look at Grayson is pretty offensive for a bard. Rather than it being like assisting type, he's an all offense type. With that being said, very little defense. So he's a let me hit you hard now, and hopefully it fucking hits.
I mean, we did see that last session with he was trying his best to do his damage, and then Stone Hog just kind of blasted him apart with a gun.
And then, how would you describe what your spell book would look like? Would it be like if obviously Blade Sinker is your focus, right?
At the moment, it's like
it's restricted to your level.
Don't worry
obviously,
about it.
yeah. So like I've got Burning Hands, Chromatic Orb. It's pretty offensive at the moment. They'll see that I have Distort Value, Find Familiar, Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Shield, Silvery Barbs.
Yeah.
So
And
it's hard to say because like eventually she'll kind of work her way towards the more supportive and control-y. Like there'll be Chain Lightning, there'll be that kind of like offense. But there's a Warlock, a Bard, a Rogue. Like there's plenty of damage there. So if she ever is in the need for damage, she'll have it, but it's going to be more control, more like cast haste on her sister.
Yeah.
Cast Silvery Barbs if someone's attacking the Bard. Like it's going to be a lot of that kind of stuff where she's trying to control where like the flow
Blue Deck
of,
and Magic the Gathering.
yeah, exactly. Like, the flow of battle is what she's trying to make sure that everything is where she wants it to be.
Magic the Gathering in Strixhaven?
Huh? It's almost like it's made by the same company.
What the what the fuck? So yeah, but at the moment, because she's only level 2, she only has access to level 1 spells.
Yeah.
She's only got 3 spell slots. It's pretty generic at the moment.
When I personally, when I think of the spell books, I don't see them as these are the only spells in it. I picture a book of planning as well. So like, this is the route I plan on taking. I've heard of the spell. I'm working on the somatic components. Here's the words. Like you're transcribing future spells for your level 3 self. And, you know what I mean?
Sure. And I don't have the level 2 spells in front of me, but it would be things that would make sense for someone who's trying to learn more control magic.
Okay. Cool. Very, very cool. All right. Let's move on to that session is pretty much spent with sharing, talking, demonstrating some of your guys' spells, especially for people who own spell books, right? So you can see how they work. Moving on to our wrestling. Our wrestler over in the Strixhaven Stadium. You go to the same field where you guys had your simulation test on. And this
Only
time
a little triggered.
there was like a, I don't know if you remember, but there was like this stone little altar space. It was like a circle and it had stairs going up to it with braziers. Yeah, I almost said it too. Braziers all decorating all across the side. There is a mat that's been laid on top of it, so you're not wrestling on stone. It's only about, I can't remember off the top of my head, I think it was about 15-ish diameter, okay, for the circle. So it's not
fancy.
Yeah, it's not a super huge feet wise in diameter. Go up on it, and there you see your team that you've already met. And your coach, which is Archie Minxus, All right. So let's go ahead and get to our wrestling going on. Glad you guys made it back. How has your first week of school been going on?
Pretty good.
This is the last day of classes, right? I think you guys got labs tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're pretty much through the first week, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good? Feeling good? Feeling stretched out?
Stretching out.
Good go? All right. Let's go ahead and get with some I want to see where our rankings are, to be honest. I want to see who's kind of going to be our top. Well, that doesn't sound right. Let's go ahead. Who's going to be our number
top.
1? And
Who's gonna sub?
and who's going to be our number 4, right? So, sorry, number 5. We have 5 of us. So this is our team. Obviously, there's other teams out there, okay? But we got to have the best team. All right? So we're going to be going against older students, more experienced, like myself. I'm going to be coaching. I'll be reffing. All right? Let's get our first battle off. Let's get Vasi was heavy. Take on Greta.
Right, girl, let's get it.
All right, we're gonna do 3 F. It's a this one's not a best of 3. It's a who can get a 3 advantage. So if you win 3 in a row, you win. If you win 3 and you win 2 and they win 1, you only have 1 advantage on them. So you have to get a +3 balance against them. I see you
Okay.
computing. Okay, you good?
It's gonna be a longer thing.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Yeah, more back and forth in this sense.
Okay, cool.
All right, ready? So you got Greta. Greta kind of jumps straight up onto the mat. She's already done her stretches. She's like, "Oh, I get to wrestle you."
Oh, yeah.
We did the arm wrestle, and that didn't go well, but high hopes, right?
High hopes.
All right, go ahead and roll your first athletics.
Okay. 22.
You get the Greta.
Go Vassy!
Oh, did you come to watch?
Yeah, we're here.
You're amazing!
Farrah's like playing like a little like tune like that's like rousing or something.
What'd you roll?
22.
Is it
Okay.
Welcome to the Jungle?
As you guys, you guys get into the. Oh gosh, I forgot the word for it. I was looking up wrestling terms. Is it the sprawl or something like that? It's the first stance you guys get into. I don't remember what it's called though.
I know what you're talking.
You know what
about.
I'm talking about though?
I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Rugby uses a term
Keep
similar
going.
to it too.
Scrum. Scrum.
Scrum. We'll call it scrum. Yeah. But we'll say you guys get into a scrum. You're like, hands on shoulders, ready to go. Immediately, she tries using her height against you. You guys are pretty like similar heights, right?
4'9".
She's you're both pretty thick, right? But she's gonna go straight to one knee to kind of like just bring your shoulder down, right?
Mhm.
But as she does it, you like twist with her and you kind of put her in like a headlock right off the back.
Yeah.
Roll again.
The neutral position. That's what it's called.
Neutral position. All right.
It's okay, girl.
Well-
I thought you were cool too.
I rolled a natural 1.
Okay. So on this one,
Apparently, I was too helpful.
you have her in the headlock, right? So you got her like this. She's going to just judo throw you over, like just like do a roll like forward, putting you on the back, and now she has you in a headlock. So she's a +1 on you now. Oof. Go ahead, roll again.
Non-natural 20.
Non-natural 20. Okay. As you are in this like headlock position, she starts to tighten it, and then she brings you to the ground with it. She's got one more on you.
Farrah's gonna be like, "Let's go, Vassy!" and she's gonna inspire.
You have inspiration.
Can I inspire?
Absolutely, you can.
Yeah, she's like, Farrah's like, "You got this, Vassy!" and she's like gonna do like a
What is
little
it,
cheer.
D6?
Huh?
It's a D6, yeah.
It's a 22.
Okay. You're on the ground, laying down. At that last possible moment, right before you're about to tap out, kind of thing, you feel it tighten, and you're not tapping. She's got you though. She's got you to natural 20. She's got you. She's tightening. Arkin goes, all right, hold on. She's not gonna tap. He can see you don't want to tap. So he steps in. All right, Greta, you're over here. Damn. Vassy over here. Vassy, that doesn't put you in the bottom, okay? Let's have you try someone else. And he like lets other people go, give you a break, right? You gotta go against someone else.
I am a good sport, even though I'm starting to psych myself out.
It's okay, being on the bottom can be fun too.
But I do go over to Greta and give her like the handshake.
Greta's like, you were amazing.
You fucking killed it, girl.
If I did, like, I'm a little heavier, a little thicker, like, I use my weight. I'm sorry, on that last one, I just rolled with it.
That's exactly what you gotta do. You keep that shit up.
Oh, I thought you had me that first headlock.
I've just been in my head. It's alright. I'm gonna figure it out.
Hey, no matter what happens, you win every other fight you got today.
Got it.
It's fine.
Okay, so Imperious Wrestlers, just so we know, Greta, Javanesh, Malathorn, Talana.
Okay.
Okay, so you wrestle Greta. That's good. We're gonna have Javanesh versus Malathorn. Probably you should probably stay in as your character. Probably I would say, but you can play Javanesh, Malathorn, or Talana.
Oh, play Talana so I can cheer for Malathorn?
Okay, so this is what we'll do. You are Javanesh.
Okay.
You're Malathorn. You're Talana. Got it? There we go. We got a team now.
So sorry. I'm Malathorn,
Malathorn. Yeah.
and I'm wrestling.
Javanesh.
It's a 3v3.
Huh? No, just
No,
so you guys know when we do any battles, right?
Oh, I'm Malathorn in
Yep.
this battle.
So let's see.
Oh, what are the pluses for?
Yeah, let me get this for you guys.
I have sticky notes.
I'll just
Slap
keep
that
eating
shit on
this
my
chocolate.
forehead.
Bro, I fucking will.
I'm just gonna keep eating this chocolate.
What oh, the pretzels.
It's the leftover chocolate.
Javanesh is a +4. He's an Owlin. Malathorn is a +3.
Right
That's our Dryad friend.
Yeah, nice.
What did you say it was?
+3. And Talana is a +1.
Well, a choice.
She made her choice.
She's trying.
Nate.
She's gonna win.
She's a wizard.
She definitely is making choices.
Yeah.
Can you actually read them on the screen?
No. You cannot. But you can. The sentiment is there. You put that shit on your
Oh, no, it
chest.
doesn't work.
Really, I made these so that you guys could have them for reference.
No,
But
it doesn't stand
Plus
for
Plus
three.
it on his head.
More.
It's definitely falling off.
Alright, so you're definitely the underdog.
This isn't helping anything.
Yeah, my
Are you
skin
+1?
is not conducive to things.
I'm
sticking
gonna
to it.
win.
To be fair, sticky notes are not designed to stay on.
Alright, here we go. Let's go with Talana versus. Yeah, let's actually have go Talana versus.
Javanesh?
No, I'm actually.
Oh, Vasi.
Vasi?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. That's what it is.
No rest for Vasi?
Hmm?
No rest for Vasi?
Well, this is all happening within a certain amount of time, so we're good.
No rest for the
Alright.
Big dice.
Get into your neutral. Let's go.
Roll them
Let's go.
bones.
So we roll the dice.
Yeah.
Bone roll.
Natural 20.
9.
God, you guys are being mean to.
The skinny little wizard just.
So you kind of look.
No.
Vaxie looks over to
This
Talana.
is my villain origin story.
Yeah, pretty much.
Vaxie looks over to Talana. You guys get neutral, and you're like, "Okay, I got this. She's not as thick as Greta. Like, yeah. Also, underneath you, boom, brings you to the ground with a little leg sweep. Leg up in like a little hold lock position.
Jesus. Ankle
She's
lock.
quick.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Roll again.
I'm quicker. Not that quicker.
14.
15.
Oh.
Woo! All right. As you got her in that ankle lock, you just feel a boom like that as you guys both roll over. You still have a leg lock on her because you're +1 right now, but she got out of that really deep ankle lock on you.
Mm.
You guys both just do a roll across the
Let's
the
go,
map.
Vasi!
12.
21.
21.
Nice.
This time, you completely just shake out of the lock, get back into a neutral position. Both guys are on your knees on the ground, right? Kind of ready, all right, what's about to happen? What's about to happen? Just anticipating each other's moves. Go ahead and roll.
Natural
1.
Oh!
How do you want to do that? That's
Oh.
yeah, that's a double fail with a double success. I'm just gonna
Holy crap.
Oh.
So, I'm psyched out, but I just have this moment of clarity. The world slows down, and I see, how her stance is, and suddenly I identify that knee's not so good. and she favors her dominant side because she doesn't equally contribute to her gains if she does it at all. And all of my experience from Dock Blockers comes rushing back, and I just rush in, a little bit less wrestling, a little bit more Dock Blockers, hit her with the shoulder, catch her as she's falling, and just roll with it.
Very, very cool. Rolls with it, puts you in Dock Blocker's special down to the ground. Like, you know, and then you just have
Solar plexus.
you have Arkin to step in. Okay, alright. Whew, Greta really got you riled up, didn't she?
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Alright.
Oh my goodness. I'm a different person.
Yeah,
I'm stuck in the accent now.
I pick you up and I shake your
Oh my
hand.
god, thanks.
Alright, Javanesh versus Melithorn.
Let's go again, buddy.
This is my first time today fighting.
I don't know what Javanesh's personality is.
Javanesh is kind of roguey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he in fact a rogue?
Kind of think, the best way to interpret Javanesh, yes, he is, is Han
Roguish.
Solo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Trees of study, no?
Go, Melly, you're amazing.
Let's go. 22.
10.
22, you said?
Mhm.
Yeah. So, as you're kind of ready to kind of make a move, right, Melithorn? Javanesh, real quick, comes to the side, doesn't clothesline you, but grabs you across, and it, bam, just slows you to the ground. Kind of like it's like a clothesline, I guess, but it's like a clothesline grab, you know, as he brings you to the ground. I'm thinking of Raikage, essentially, move.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you've definitely got this.
20.
Yeah, brings you to the ground, does a little spin on the floor, and then just picks your legs up from underneath you, and now you're being pulled in like a C position, just like a real deep, steep Boston grab now.
Lean back. 9.
13.
Alright.
As you're in that position, you kind of just just start pushing up, right, and then you just kind of like twirl out of it, but you're still being held behind you, like almost about to suplex you. You're trying to like fight the suplex.
Yeah, we're just jostling. 18.
19.
Ah!
That puts you guys at neutral, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you're like about to get suplexed, you kind of just spin around them and kind of just push off, you know, like a little push off, getting your distance a little bit from them.
Let's try that again, shall we?
20 again.
12.
12. Yeah, you're kind of like trying to anticipate the move. Melithorn's kind of working around. As you move one way, all of a sudden, he's right behind you, Rock Lee style. Comes up, suplexes. Boom! He got that suplex he wanted.
Just keep fighting.
13.
10.
Yes!
As he
It's
suplexes,
the little game.
he tries to come back on and get on top of you, and you roll out of the way.
I could do this all day.
Probably will. 16.
10.
As you roll all the way, the next thing you see, Javanesh right to your right tackles you to the ground, William Regal style.
Let's go, sunshine. Natural 1.
An 8.
Not a natural 1.
Alright, so as he like tackles you to the ground, you slip out from underneath him, use your like not your antlers, but your like the tops of your head, I guess they're like bark tree limbs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you just flip him over with it, and then you just start coming down with a haymaker on his chest.
Melithorn, a little bit battered. I'm powered, boy sunshine!
Nice.
18.
14.
Yeah. So you came down with a haymaker, takes the air out, takes the air out of him. Then you spin him over. Now you got him and you're trying to pin him.
Alright, you're up 2.
7.
7?
Yeah.
9.
Ah!
You're trying to pin him. Boom! Pops up out of the pin. You kind of put your arm back. You're holding him down with your arm, so you still have the advantage on him. But it's going away.
19.
14.
All right. Arm on him. As that does, he takes your arm. Boom! Puts it down to the ground. Backs up. Just trying to create some space between you guys again. Your speed is your main asset.
Which puts us at
Neutral, yep.
11.
18.
Okay. As you back up, he pulls one from your library as he comes around behind you, like quicker than you've ever seen Melothorn move so far. And then next thing you know, got you in a bear hug from behind.
Oh no.
Speak for
Tree
the
hug.
trees, Melly.
Tree hug.
20.
20. Not natural.
Yeah.
Okay. You're like trying to shake out of it, and you're trying to suplex, but you're both just kind of moving across side to side.
14.
20. Not natural.
Trying to move across, doesn't suplex you. He does a leg trip as he brings you down to the ground.
Escape. 15. 16.
That was close.
Sturdy on the oaks.
Yeah, as you just kind of like he's holding you tight,
Yeah,
starts doing the twist and you
tap
tap.
out.
Very, very cool.
Well done.
He seems like a very courteous individual. He'll extend like a hand to help up.
A hand.
Or
No, and you also get a hand. Alright.
Alright, so I'm trying to think of who's the winner's circle right now. So people who have won so far without losing
Okay.
are Greta
And Melothorn.
and Melothorn. And then you have 1 win, 1 loss, right? Okay. So let's take you versus a 1 loss, which would be Jovanish. Yeah. You two are up now.
Let's do this. Let's do this. I can do this.
Alright. Redemption arc.
A little rock music in the background.
That's pretty good.
So it is.
To 23.
17.
23!
Alright. You guys get some time in between matches to kind of get past the coming exhaustion. You're like, okay. You go to rush, like bull rush at Javanesh, slides under your feet and just pulls them from underneath you. So you just bam head onto the ground. Roll again.
16.
19.
19. As he does that, rolls on top of you, and as he's rolling across your body, he's pulling your legs with him. Using his weight plus the tension.
Come on, Bessie.
Little ass.
Come on, Bessie.
23.
23.
9.
Pulling across, pulling, and then you kick back, and so now they're just like holding onto your leg barely as it's a +1 advantage.
18.
23.
Once again, this time he's not gonna try rolling across. This time he just takes your leg, boom, knee onto the ground.
There's a William Regal move.
Yeah.
We believe in you.
Wow.
Is that a 10? That's a 10.
6.
You kind of like yell out when your knee hits the ground, but you use that like I guess pain to motivate you as you then just roll over and kind of knock him over from his legs, kind of tripping him as you roll into his legs. He's not the thickest guy, so he kind of goes down pretty easy.
Oh, the fact that he's not thick is gonna piss me off.
Yeah.
Ten.
10? Okay. That puts you back at a +2.
Mm-hmm.
So as he kind of rolls out, he kind of looks at you and does a little bit of a cheap shot. Kicks you straight in the gut.
Ooh.
Right? Just bam! Right when you're like trying to get back up, taking the wind out from you. Then he comes and he's just right over your head, ready to just press on your throat.
Do a stone cold stunner. For the stunner.
That's a 9.
8.
Okay. As he comes down,
Well, that was close.
he's about to Cain grab your throat, right, kind of thing, but from the ground. As he goes to do that, you grab his wrist and just start putting him into a wrist lock.
Mm-hmm.
But he's able to kind of fight out of it. So now it's +1.
Mm-hmm. Let's get a roll.
23.
8.
Okay. He's kind of able to get out of it, and you go, and you just take him and swing him across.
Whoa.
Like, you grab his wrist from the ground, just throw him while he rolls over. Now we're in neutral, about 10 feet from each other.
I take a second just to
Farrah and Cotton, I imagine, are doing a "Let's go, Vassy, let's go,
Let's go,
Vassy,
Vassy.
let's go, let's go, Vassy, let's go."
You just have that, in the bit. Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
Jeff and I should just why don't I have a fan club?
B-E-A-G-R-E-S-S-I-V-E.
18.
fucking 11.
Ugh. You're like, okay. Whew. Let's go, Vassy. Hey, thanks. Kitchen sink.
Yeah.
Knee to
We're so distracted.
No, we're just distracting.
Damn.
Let me know if you ever want to use inspiration, by the way.
He already did.
Okay.
You already do have inspiration.
Oh yeah, have you not used your inspiration at all?
I just used it to edge out.
So it worked or didn't work?
Yeah, because it was 1919, so I just rolled a 1.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah. So
Very nice. Very nice.
as they kitchen sink you, right? You're like, "Huh," and you go, fuck it. Boom! Head up, right to their chin.
I have horns, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I have
That
horns.
fucking hurt. And Owl's face is already kind of smushed in. Like,
Oh, I deserve that. Okay.
your beak is hurt.
Yeah, well, that's how it be sometimes.
Neutral again.
Butting a beak sounds painful.
Natural 20. Natural 20s!
2 natural 20s.
What?
Whoa!
Fuck. Alright, this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna tell me something really cool, and you're gonna tell me how you counteract that shit.
Shit, yeah.
Okay, since I'm an owl, I'm gonna do drop kick from the top rope, and I'm gonna fucking flap my wings and then corkscrew down into it.
Okay. How do you counter that?
I'm going to look at this fucking bird that has been pissing me off, this scrawny little shit thing with hollow bones that has been giving me a hard time. I've been having a bad day on top of bad days. I'm supposed to be the strong one. I'm supposed to be awesome. I'm supposed to be the athlete. And Astra keeps beating me in our runs, and Shazu thinks he's better than me, and I just am so angry that I'm starting to steam. Literally, I'm burning up. I'm raising in temperature. And I look at that guy and he comes at me and I literally counteract it with a forceful fucking headbutt of my horns.
Okay.
Just stainless burn.
Yeah.
But I am just galvanized, furious, and enraged.
So we have... Oh, very, very cool. So we have Sasuke coming in, doing your little spiral Chidori shit, coming down.
Essentially, yeah.
And then you don't meet it with Rasengan, you just meet it with your fucking face.
My
and you
face.
You just go, BAM! And you guys both are just, no one's moving.
Mm-hmm.
There's just this moment where there's this defying physics.
Mm-hmm.
And then he lands on his feet. And you're just roll
Okay.
again.
Unbridled.
Roll again, motherfuckers.
So now you get advantage.
Because you're in rage.
I took a level in Barbarian.
There it is.
Oh my
A
fucking
natural
god.
20.
I didn't get a natural 20.
Yeah. So as that you get enraged, stomping over, just boom, boom. You take by the throat,
Oh!
choke slam to the ground, holding them to the ground.
Can I tap?
you
Out of like being terrified?
you can, yeah.
I'm gonna tap after being terrified.
Javanesh just, you see the wings. Like,
And as you do that, like, there's enough of me left that I acknowledge it and I respect it, but not before I get real in his face and I just breathe just this steaming hot.
Okay.
Comes off like a hiss.
Alright, I got it. I'm out.
And like you start, the first thing that you notice is the white knuckling just returning back to normal as the pressure is released from your throat. Arkin goes.
I'm gonna go use the restroom.
Oh.
I feel like we definitely don't want to go running with her now. Goodness.
Very, very cool. All right, let's do Talana versus Melithor.
Melly?
That was cool.
Philly and Melly?
That is a tough act to follow.
I'm really just here to have fun and make new friends, so...
Is that Talana's personality now?
That's what I did on accident, so yeah.
It's funny. Talana, sorry.
10.
11.
11. All right. As you kind of go to make your first move, they just fought someone that was very, very fast, and so Melithorn immediately just boom, arm out as you go to run aside them, and you just completely get clotheslined as you try to run to the side. Brick wall of an arm.
Fighting might not have been a good
I
way
guess
to
it's
make
marked.
friends. 15.
17.
Yeah. As you're on the ground, they look down. Elbow straight to the solar plexus.
Oh, people's elbow. The tree's elbow.
Yeah.
18.
19.
From there,
Damn.
there's just
Okay,
the
horny boy. Dang.
like, from there, puts still pressure straight to your throat.
Ooh.
And just holding you still. And you're just like, it just tapping.
Melithorn's definitely going to give you some pointers on like how to not get quickly dismantled.
That's like really helpful and all. Thanks.
Alright.
Always here to help.
So I think at that point, you're at your second loss, right?
Sure.
You're at your second loss. You're at your second win. Okay. So what we'll do is you versus Greta.
Oh. That's how to be interesting. Oh, Lord. $13.
13 as well.
Oh!
Both in your neutral. You pull Greta down, and then she comes right back up, and she pulls you down, and you pull her right back up, just like kind of dipping and bowing.
You're strong, no?
Yeah. You're not bad yourself, eh?
15.
18. From there, you're like pulling, and she goes, try this one. And just pulls you straight down, face to the floor, pushing down the back of your
I like that one. 14.
11.
Yes!
Yeah, as she pulls up, you just spin off of it, like you kind of spin your body, and her hands go wild. All right.
15?
17.
Damn it!
As you're like spinning across, you as you go back up, she just kind of boom, just jumping elbow at you, knocking you to the ground. And she's trying to lay on top of you as she does that. 8.
Yes!
Yeah, as she's like trying to like follow up that with it, you kind of just roll from underneath it so she can't pin you.
Log
Are we
roll.
back to neutral or is
Yeah,
this...
back to neutral.
Log roll. This is super effective.
19.
15.
Yes.
So, like you back to neutral, you guys both get back to the floor. She kind of charges at you, and then you just kind of like pick her up, boom, not by the throat, but just like like a little like boom,
Yeah, like
back
a
to
little
the ground.
like pop up.
Pop
Yep.
up power bomb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pop. Click.
10.
Oh!
As you power bomber, you're now holding her into a pen. So you take that into a pen.
1!
Melithorn's gonna be like, I thought you'd be
2!
We'll see if this is... Natural 20.
Oh!
Amazing.
That's it.
Yeah. Just all 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. She's like, I wanted to win.
To be fair, in actual amateur wrestling, it's like a 1 second pin.
Yeah.
The 3 second pin is just more dramatic.
Yeah. So, that's 3 victories for you.
Melithorn
Took out.
like picks her up too, and is like kind of like talking about like strategy and stuff like that. You know? I get the feeling that Melithorn is very like, I don't know. He tries to be helpful.
They are extremely nice. Yeah.
Yeah, extremely nice,
Yeah.
extremely helpful. So like, post fight debriefing seems like part of their
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
All right.
That's an interesting ranking we've got going.
Yeah. So essentially, at this point, to find out who's the bottom of the ranking. Talana versus
Okay.
Javanesh.
Okay.
So this is find out who's 5 and 4,
Okay. Let's go.
and then you're going to take on because you haven't fought Melithorn yet, right? Yeah. And that'll determine 1, 2, and 3.
Well, that would be really interesting because how do you rank that?
Yeah, it'll be really based on, I guess, if one person wins, like you haven't lost yet, so you would be number 1, and then Greta beat you, so that would be 1.
Yeah, but if Vassy beats
It would have
Melithorn,
to Melithorn.
Melithorn.
It would be a
Melithorn.
rematch. It'd be a rematch against Greta
Interesting.
for second or third.
Okay.
Yeah.
10.
13. I say not as cotton candy.
Yeah.
Javanesh.
It's just so.
Last fight got you when they hit the beak.
Yeah.
You're not as fast as you were the first time, right? You go in and then Talana does a little a feint, she goes like this, and then as you go to move, you completely trip. You didn't even see her foot extended as you just face palm into
Oh my god, it
her
worked.
Face plant.
face plant.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
No, I didn't see the foot.
Alright, let's see how we do. 23.
8.
You can't even get a 23, just to be clear. You're plus 1. So sorry, you had the advantage on that one, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, so now you just roll back up to the neutral. Yep. Trip didn't fully get you.
Yep. 19.
No.
Okay. As you roll back to your feet, you do a little leg sweep. Going for a leg bar.
Excellent. 17.
11.
17.
Pulls that leg bar even further, and then you start grabbing the head to pull the tension from the other side.
Wrenching.
Yeah, just
There's a word for that. I don't recall it at the
Is
moment.
that 16 or cocked?
It looks like a 16 to me, but we probably should re-roll it.
7.
It's kind of
it's pretty cocked. Yeah.
10.
Okay.
So you essentially back your head off it, so now you just have the leg.
20. Non-natural.
16.
Okay. The head part didn't work, right? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna flip her onto her back and now start pulling just one leg back.
Just grapevine the leg.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, this is going better, I guess.
14.
10.
Okay, you got it. Yeah. Start wrenching. Tap.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tap right before there's about to be dislocation. So.
Tap so fast. She is only here to make friends.
You only need 3 taps. I don't care. All right, this is a big match. This determines what's going to happen here. So, Talana is the 5th on the team.
4th.
4th for Javanesh.
We'll see.
We'll see what's about to happen here. No matter what happens, Greta is number 1, right? No. Sorry. Mel is number 1 no matter what. Yeah, this is determining whether second or third happens here.
So if Vassy beats Mel, she'll still only be second?
Yeah, at total second.
Okay.
Yep.
Makes sense.
I'm just writing down the ranking.
Oh my god, I don't know who to cheer for now because Melly's super cool, but Vassy's also super cool. Everybody's awesome, guys.
No, wait, hold on a second. If you win, you put you at 3 wins?
It'll put me at 4 wins.
Still had one
3
loss.
wins.
3 wins, 1 loss.
But she's also fought more times.
Yeah. And they're already at 3 wins.
Did they get 3 wins?
Yeah. So if you lose, that would be, you both would be at 3 and 1. You could get first technically. Yeah, it's possible.
4 and 1 better than 3 and 1.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're either going to be first or third.
I assume I'm not still in rage.
Lasts a minute, so yeah, it'd probably be too long.
Yeah, I think so too.
You
Okay,
can't.
you beat. Sorry,
I know that
sorry. I
last
just want to make
fight
sure we're
was
at the right
super
thing.
fast.
You lost to Greta.
Uh-huh.
You beat Javanesh and Talana. So you're 2 and 1.
That's right.
Yeah, 2 and 1. You.
Why am I confused?
I don't know. There's a lot of stuff
You,
happening.
you beat Greta. You beat Javanesh
And Philana.
and Talana. So you're 3 and 0.
So they'd both be.
So you could both be 3 and 1. That's why you guys we would have to find out what happens.
Right.
Yeah. There
But
we
like,
go.
but
Now that makes
Bassy would still be first because she'd have the tiebreaker over.
Over yeah.
Job.
So if you
Over
win, you would.
your one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you would be second with Greta third.
Maybe can you just let them both fight Greta and whoever wins is the tops?
No, because they already fought Greta.
There we fought Greta. Yeah. Yep. We got this. Andrew and I got this. We figured it out.
So they just fight each other as a tiebreaker?
How many rages do we have?
They don't have. Those two don't
You
have to
should
fight
get
each other.
2 per. How
Because-
long?
They both have the same record, but she beat Mellithorn.
Okay.
Is it 2 per short rest or is it 2 per long rest?
For what?
Per rage.
It depends on the person, right?
I'm peeking.
What level you are.
I'm pretty sure it's how it's your proficiency bonus per short rest or
It's
per
yeah,
long
2.
rest.
It's
Yeah. So
Yeah.
So she still got a rage if she wants to use it.
in my packet where it's been.
All right, here we go.
Unused.
You guys go to your neutral position. This determines a lot of the seating right here.
For a good match. You know, like hanging out, like pulled out his hand and like.
I was like in the middle of psyching myself up and I see the hand and I'm like, because I'm a good sport.
Bassy is a good sport. It's a good roll too.
Yeah, that's a 24.
7.
Okay. Shake hands. You back off. Vassy doesn't even wait. Just, but like within 15 feet takes 2 steps as they're just leaping at you. And then as they leap, they just tackle you, and they currently have you in the air as they're just rushing through the stage right now. See what happens.
That's a good roll too.
19.
Natural 1.
That's
Damn.
it.
You just,
That's it.
as you're being rushed. Anything else you want to add to that flavor?
I like have this moment where I'm like, are you okay?
You're quick.
I flip you right side up.
2, 3, over.
So,
I am still hot to the touch.
Nice. Wow.
Arcane steps up. Well done, well done. Holy audience, did you enjoy that, by the way?
Oh my god, that was amazing!
Oh, gosh.
Everybody's
That's
awesome!
incredible.
Oh
This
my
is-
God.
This is exciting for the school of Strixhaven. We might be able to finally compete with some of the others. Whew.
I think I
Wow.
lost my step on that last one.
I feel exhausted just watching. Well, anyways, so final rankings are out. Number 1 will be Vassy. Congrats. That title has been earned. Now understand it can always be lost. So keep working for it.
That's fine.
Our number 2, Mellithorn. Great job.
High five.
Our number 3, Greta. Awesome. Boy, I wanted to be number 1, but I told you not to lose any more fights, and you did it. We need a rematch now soon.
Oh, I know.
Number 4, Javanesh. You're quick. We might want to look up more on some of that strength building, yes?
My bones can handle it, sure.
And number 5, Talana. God, you're brave just being here.
Thanks. Oh my god. I feel
Still.
like I'm part of like a family now.
It's like God. Wow. Wow.
Thanks, you guys.
All right. Very, very cool. So that's how we'll end our wrestling segment there.
Mm-hmm.
You guys go
Fucking
back
write
to
that
your
shit
classes.
down, baby.
And in your classes, not classes. Wow, dorms. I can speak.
Yeah.
I haven't just gone through the first week back at school. I'm pretty traumatized. As you guys get back to your dorms, anything you guys want to do as you guys spend that night there?
Well, ice bath.
Ice bath. That's a pretty good one.
And I'm telling my sister all about this new thing I learned, which was to channel all of my anger into becoming more powerful and also almost on fire.
Nice.
Oh my god, guys, what if we filled up the bath over there with ice and we all took an ice bath together?
Yeah! I jump out of the ice bath in the sink, splattering ice water and ice cubes everywhere. Almost eat shit trying to run and slipping on an ice cube, catching myself and running on all fours into the bathroom where I run the bath and start filling it with
You
ice.
guys hear a knock on the door, by the way.
Farrah will go she'll kind of hear it. And she'll
Are
kind
we
of.
all already naked for our group ice bath?
After's not doing that.
I'm extremely naked.
Farrah's gonna kind of crack the door and kind of block because she doesn't.
Yeah. The typical
That's
the whole
That's
peeking.
more than I expected from Farrah.
Well, she doesn't know who it is, so it's more out of she doesn't want somebody to be rush her or something.
Farrah's a girl's girl. She's like, yeah, titties out with the girls? Absolutely. Titties out and stranger? I don't fucking think.
You see Greta there.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm a little sore, if I'm being honest.
A little sore, huh?
From the wrestling. Yeah.
That was quite the feat.
Yeah. I just want to check up on you guys, see how you guys are doing.
Oh, we're and then
Is that Greta?
yes, Greta.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Get in here, girl. We're doing an ice bath.
Oh, thank God! And she just starts
Farrah's well, let yourself in, why don't you?
I'm surrounded by boys in my dorm, and so she starts climbing into the.
Oh my god, you're welcome here anytime.
Oh, girls'
We
night
have
out
an
feels
extra
so good.
bed.
Boys suck.
We have an extra bed if you want to join us.
Oh, you guys got another room?
I mean, technically not.
These two are inseparable.
Oh, you
I
guys
don't
are
know a big
together.
word.
I didn't
don't
know
a big
that.
thing.
No.
We're just besties.
Oh, okay, cool. Very cool.
Asher's just watching all of you you guys are crazy.
Yeah. And she's like, "Is the bath ready?"
Yeah.
Okay, and she just cannonballs into
Cannonballs in the ice cubes?
Yep.
That is the
Jesus.
best way
Hang
to
on to my
enter an
foot.
ice bath.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, my
Ow!
ankle too.
It hurts more if you slowly take yourself into it.
I believe you. I would not know.
It's much better just get it.
I love role playing an athlete and having never been.
It is much better to just go all in.
It is.
Immediately just drop.
It's not the instant exposure to it. That makes sense. Sliding right into an ice bath is correct. Jumping into an ice bath, maybe not.
Sure, why not? Same thing.
Ice cubes are notoriously not soft.
Those are magic ice cubes.
The wrestling went well though, huh? We have a good team.
Oh yeah.
Astra will eventually join. She's kind of
Yeah.
I'm so excited for
very
Tilana to
this.
get some gains. She can look she has so much more room on her bones.
I think so too. I run every morning if you want to join me.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
Cardio's not always my thing, but for wrestling, it really should be.
It's,
I would think
it
so,
can only
yeah.
help.
I've just been lifting so much. There's a lot of boulders around here, so.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Have you gone to Fury Gale?
Briefly.
Oh, the amount of boulders out there. I even was lifting a small little animal. It was medium sized.
I almost died in Fury Gale.
Oh.
I have not been back.
I went by myself, but it seemed to work okay.
That's impressive.
How did it work?
I just I don't know, I looked around, didn't see, I hope nothing saw me, but I was just kind of going around, and,
There was nothing there?
well, there was an animal, I don't know what it was, but.
How do you stay in here?
If you talk and distract yourself, it's so much easier.
There was like this, it looked kind of like a real big ram or cow. I think they called Rothe. And I was like, oh, this looks cool. And I just started picking it up and bench pressing.
That's like really impressive.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
You just bench press random animals?
I stopped when it started making a noise. I got 3 in.
I love her more than life.
What do you think of that Melithorn? He's pretty. They're pretty strong, huh?
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
she's so strong.
Yeah, they like those tree limbs. They come in handy, don't they?
Yeah, I think. Clonk clonk.
Yeah. Oh, horns for you too. Yeah. I don't have that.
That's okay.
My head's pretty thick though.
Horns are cool until you have to put on shirts.
Ah, fucking true.
That's why ours have secret zippers.
Same with the wings, though. That's why none of my shirts have backs.
Oh, that makes sense. Maybe none of my shirts should have necks.
Ooh. Like, 2 tops.
But then I still have to get them over the
Okay.
horns. Shit!
Okay. Yeah. Actually looking over like, would that help?
Greta's like, you should try it. You know, if it works, it works.
I just start wearing halters, like, kind of getting it, like, oh.
Just a bunch of corsets.
Astrid has her stuff has buttons on the back of it, so like
Okay.
they open up more, and then she clasps it behind her.
I was
back.
saying we had, like, shoulder zippers.
That works too. That would work for especially the dress that I wear anyway.
Greta, so far, from all the days you've seen her, is always in a tank top.
Mm.
But she'll like tie it up at the waist and stuff like that. But it'll be like, what do you call that when you tie it?
A knot.
Well, there's like a name
I
for
don't
They
know.
just call it
midriff showing.
Oh,
or
you,
whatever.
like she shows her midriff?
Midriff, yeah.
Astra is the last one in and first one out. She's like,
Yeah.
I can't do this.
Yeah.
Sorry. And she
Thanks
ends up
for
going-
joining us.
Goes
You
in-
could just like lounge on the side and like hang out. We really shouldn't be in here for more than like 15 minutes.
She goes and takes like a warm shower behind like the curtain thing. She's still not super comfy with the whole let's just be
Is
naked
it
thing.
a magical bathtub?
Huh?
Is it a magical
In what way?
bathtub that
Sorry.
it would like adjust temperature by like turning knobs and stuff?
Not really, no.
Oh, that's depressing.
Farrah didn't jump into the ice bath, but she's just kind of like lounging next to it and like playing like a little bit of flute.
Mm. There's
Like,
like
it's kind of like ambient.
there's the
Sure.
communal bath part of your guys' dorm, which is, I mean, hella fancy, first of all. But there is like a separate tub as well that you could not put ice in it. You know what I mean? So it wouldn't be like warm, right? But it
Yeah.
wouldn't.
Astra wants a warm shower. Not a hot shower, because that's you don't want to go hot to cold like that, or cold to hot like that. But yeah,
Other than that, we'll kind of wrap up our 6th day there,
mm-hmm.
which allows us to kind of go into our 7th day. I think this is a good place to stop
Mhm.
for our session here. This was session number 6 for us of Strixhaven. So with that being said, let's kind of do our little closing remarks. First off, we want to thank everybody who has, been subscribing to our Instagram and our Twitter, watching us on YouTube. It's so awesome to see those things. We're excited to share more of this with you guys, and we want to say thank you to Sirenscape. The rock music was pretty fun for the wrestling part, and I switched it around a little bit. Like there was one called Power, and I was like, okay, that sounds good. Let's try this out. But Sirenscape is so cool to use. The other thing we kind of want to say is, if you haven't checked it out yet, check out our Patreon. We do. What exactly do you do it? So, like, what is it that you put on there?
So the first tier, you'll definitely get a thanks in all of our videos. And then as you go up, you can start to get access to a lot of our art, early access to videos, which will put a lot more on this guy to actually edit them faster.
Haha.
That'll be good. And then eventually, the top tier has some like question and answer sessions. So you guys could submit some questions, and we would answer them on a video and share that with all of you.
You at least get priority if we ever do a question and answer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, eventually we could release them to everybody, but
But you guys can just check the screen for what our handles are for our Twitter and our Instagram. Obviously, we've mentioned it before about our Gmail, right? lizardslocations@gmail.com. You can use that to send, anything really, questions. You can just tell us what you thought about an episode if you want thoughts on an episode. You can also just comment to us on the page itself for the actual YouTube comments, right? We would love to hear from you. We try to do our premieres every Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern, and at least one of the casts, if not more, are on there to talk with you live as the episode is going on. So we're so excited to share those things with you. We're getting closer and closer as we are starting to get ready to add our third campaign also onto the actual stream there. So we've talked a lot about we've mentioned before on this, but we've talked a little bit more about our character building for the testing runs that we'll be putting. If I'm not mistaken, we are putting the testing runs on YouTube as well, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Yes, please.
So we'll put those up there on there to see. Also, a cool thing Patreon that we want to make special for them is some of our blooper reels, right? So expect some of our blooper stuff to end up on there. We had a pretty fun one today. That was pretty great. Other than that, we're so excited for you to keep sharing our content with you, and we can't wait to see more of you guys. Anything from you guys, by the way, before we wrap it up?
No, I think I'm all set.
Good to go.
Why am I tired?
Why are you tired?
I feel like I just went on a run.
Yeah.
Listen, the wrestling,
Yeah.
getting into it, it's a little tiresome. It's
Yeah.
a little like, let's go,
Yeah.
let's go. It's a little crazy.
A little crazy.
It's very dramatic. Very
dramatic.
Gets you going.
All right. Well, we can't wait to see you next, and we can't wait to hear from you. Can we roll yet?